underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Game time temp 49 degrees. Ortiz never uses the windup. He's ready. Here it comes. And it's high, ball two. So kind of just what we talked about. He's got to come out and command and get ahead in the count. But he's also working on 2 extra days rest, so command could be spotty in the early going. Gasper swings, grounds one to the second baseman. Sliding stop in right by Schneemann, who went toward first to make that play, and then got up and got out Gasper. So nice play by Daniel Schneemann, who's again at second base tonight. And because of the way Schneemann and Arias are playing, Brian Rocchio finds himself on the bench for the second night in a row. So Gasper, the DH, is retired to start the game. Here's Byron Buxton, who made as good a play defensively last night as you'll ever see a center fielder make. That running, sliding catch in front of the wall. He swings and misses at a fastball in on his hands at 95 miles per hour, strike one. Buxton hitting .238, team high 6 homers, 17 runs batted in. The pitch, and it's up and in, 1-1. Ortiz faced Minnesota in his rookie year one time last year, and that was in relief. Shut out Minnesota over 4 1/3 innings. Now the 1-1. A little bit high, ball two, 2-1. Ortiz, 6'2", 240, 26 years of age, mid-90s, fastball, sinker, cutter, then the slider and changeup. Now the 2-1. Swung on, foul to the upper deck, 2-2. He's been working on refining his command, his mechanics, the delivery, and wants to take a little more velo off the slider, so he's got a little more separation between the slider and his various fastballs, 3 of which he throws, 4-seam, 2-seam, and cutter. No score, just underway, 1 down. Now the 2-2. And he just missed wide with a slider, full count. Buxton's finally healthy, running well, and that's great news not only for the Twins, but the game of baseball. These are the guys you want playing. They're worth the price of whatever the ticket might cost. The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Good sinker down and in. And Ortiz strikes him out for out number 2, strikeout number 1. And here's a hot Carlos Correa, who is 9 for his last 19. Stephen Kwan in left, Angel Martinez in center, Nolan Jones in right, Carlos Santana at first, Daniel Schneemann at second, Gabriel Arias at short, Jose Ramirez at third, and Bo Naylor doing the catching. No score, 2 down. Correa swings and misses at the cutter away. So Ortiz throws the fastball mid-90s, the sinker low to mid-90s, the cutter low 90s, and he's trying to get that slider more in the mid-80 range. The pitch, and he pumped one in there. Good fastball at 97 miles per hour for strike 2. Dollar Bank, the proud banking partner of the Guardians, 28 locations across Northeast Ohio, ready to provide solutions to help get you there. The 0-2 is swung on, fouled back the slider. Will do it again. Carlos Correa, another guy having a tough time staying healthy. He's been on the injured list 6 times since 2021. Now the 0-2. Swung on, foul to the upper deck, 97 miles an hour again. Cleveland playing Correa the opposite way toward right, medium deep. That breeze blowing in. Cloudy here in downtown Cleveland and 49 degrees. Last night at this time, it was 78 degrees. The pitch. Missed outside with a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So a near 30-degree drop in temp, 24 hours, which is welcome to Northeast Ohio. Now the 1-2. Swing and a foul tip on a changeup, hung on to by Bo Naylor in a strong first inning with a couple of strikeouts for Luis Ortiz. Twins go in order. The Guardians coming to bat.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on
Stephen Kwan, no score, first inning. And the first pitch is a strike. Fastball at 93 miles an hour. Nicked the outside corner. Lopez, he's ready. Here it comes. And it's a bit outside, 1-1. Pablo Lopez, he's got the fastball, the sinker, curve, slider, and changeup. From the first base side of the rubber, the pitch is waved at. There's that great change. 1-2 the count as Stephen Kwan had his 11-game hit streak come to an end last night after the brilliant defensive play by Byron Buxton. Lopez delivering, Kwan taking, down and away, 2-2. Stephen Kwan now third in the American League batting race with a .333 mark. Of course, good luck catching Aaron Judge. Now the 2-2. Swung on, drilled, deep right field, down the line, foul. Aaron Judge trying to join Ted Williams and hit 400. He might. Judge is leading baseball with a .412 batting average. Leads the American League, 28 runs scored. Has 9 homers, one less than Seattle's Cal Raleigh. Now the 2-2 to Kwan. Swung on, bounced on one hop to second. Clemens has it, throws out Kwan. Aaron Judge is also leading the league in RBIs, 29. You would think he'd start showing some signs of slowing down at age 33, but Aaron Judge looks like he might be getting better. Here's Nolan Jones in the 2-hole playing in right field. Left-handed hitter. Cleveland loading up the lineup with the lefties as Lopez fires, and it's on the corner of strike. Why so many left-handed bats? 8 in the lineup. Because left-handed hitters are batting .343 against Lopez. Right-handers, 160. That fastball is high, 1-1. Pablo Lopez, 6'4", 221, 29 years of age. 6 career starts against Cleveland. 2-2 the record, ERA 3.5. He delivers, and it's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Deshaun Kiersey is in left. Byron Buxton in center. Trevor Larnach in right. Ty France at first. Cody Clemens at second. Carlos Correa at short. Brooks Lee at third, and Ryan Jeffers catching. The 1-2. high 2-2. Nolan Jones batting .179 with a homer, 5 RBIs. No score, first inning, 1 out, 1 on. And the next delivery is fouled down the left side. Still a 2-2 count. Sunshine now has peeked through the cloud cover, and most of the outfield in sunshine. Right now, streams of sunshine between the roof and the upper deck on the third baseline on the pitcher's mound. Otherwise, shadows in front and in back of the mound. And the hitter Nolan Jones hitting in the shade. He awaits the 2-2 from Lopez. Here it comes. Swung on a weak chopper to second, charged by Clemens, gobbles it up close to first to make the play. Now the underhand flip for the out, 2 down. Jose Ramirez batting .255, 5 homers, 14 RBIs, 2 outs, nobody on, no score. And if the Guardians score 4 in any inning in the first 4, then Conrad's score 4, win 4 new tires. 4 Bridgestone tires would be going to Jerome Dobies of Brecksville. The pitch, just a bit wide. You can enter at econrads.com. Try to win those 4 Bridgestone tires from the great folks at Conrad's. Good luck to Jerome Dobies of Brecksville. Lopez fires, and Ramirez pops one into the seats behind the plate, evens the count. 4-4, that's the Cleveland record on this 10-game home streak. I should say 10-game homestand. Longest homestand for the entire year. Now the 1-1. Inside, did it hit him? He dropped the bat, he jumped back, and Jose Ramirez somehow avoided getting hit. Not sure how. 2 balls and a strike on Hosey. Always deep in the box, always on top of the plate. The pitch. Change-up away, 3-1. Jose Ramirez, in his career against the Twins, 24 homers, 79 RBIs. Now the 3-1. Swung on, line to right, down the line, fair ball. It'll roll toward the corner. Karam played by Larnach. Ramirez with a 2-out double, his 5th of the year. So Cleveland's got a runner at second, 2 down in the first. No score for last night's walk-off hero. Kyle Manzardo was saying in the clubhouse tonight, the only time he can ever remember a walk-off home run in his young life was when he was in Little League. The difference being, last night he got pounded with anything that was a liquid from the Guardians dugout. When you're in Little League, you just get a bigger ice cream cone. That pitch down and away on a curveball. Kyle Manzardo. First walk-off home run of his professional career, and Cleveland's first walk-off home run in 2025. Now the 1-0. And he takes a strike to even the count. Manzardo is leading this ball club. 8 home runs. Leads the ball club. 19 RBIs. Hitting .227. The pitch. And he takes off the outside corner, a changeup. Boy, Pablo Lopez really working away to these left-handed hitters. 2-1 the count. No score in the first. Ramirez at second with 2 men out. Now the pitch. Swung on, a one-hopper to the second baseman. Cody Clemens had 3 assists in the first inning. Cleveland, Minnesota scoreless after 1 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Whether you're shipping
Cleveland. It'll be Larnach, France, and Jeffers, the middle of the Twins lineup. Ortiz does not use a windup, works from the set. The pitch. And it pops in there, a cutter strike. Larnach, a .223 mark, 4 homers, 14 RBIs. The pitch to him. Swings and bangs one up the middle, base hit center field. So the Twins have their first base runner. That'll bring up Ty France, homered last night for the Twins' only run. And right now, he leads Minnesota in runs batted in with 18. He's batting .267. He's gone deep 3 times. The ballpark pass, it's presented by Planet Fitness. It's on sale right now for the upcoming month of May, $54. Gets you a standing room ticket for every home game in May. What a month. The pitch. And it's a strike. We will see 2 of baseball's very best teams here in May, the Dodgers and Phillies. So you want to get that ballpark pass now, go online at CLE Guardians. Larnach, no threat to run. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 1-1. Twins as a team, for the most part, they don't run much outside of Buxton. 11th in the league in steals. The pitch, fouled it back, and the count 1-2. They're also 11th in the league in home runs. Twins 8th in the league, middle of the pack in OPS. Middle of the pack, runs scored 4 a game. But they're playing better ball as of late. They've won 6 out of their last 8. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, double play ball up the middle. The second baseman, Schneemann, he gloved it, he stepped on second, and he threw France out easily. Tailor-made on that. Ground ball right back up the middle to the second baseman, Schneemann. 4-3 double play, 2 down, nobody on, no score. Catcher Ryan Jeffers, who homered on Monday night, coming to the plate. Right-handed hitter. That was his first home run of the year. Well, he's never been able to replicate some of the power years yearly. Kind of up and down as he looks at a strike. Good year last year for Jeffers, 21 home runs. But this year, just 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good slider. 0-2. Boy, Ortiz, this is a different guy than we saw against the Yankees. He's just attacking the strike zone, getting ahead, and everything looks crisp tonight. The 0-2. Swing and a foul back. Another slider. And this is a guy that Cleveland very much had on their radar. And in essence, Andres Jimenez was traded for Ortiz. The pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Jimenez, whom we will see Friday night, went to Toronto in December, and about an hour later, the guy Cleveland got from Toronto, first baseman Spencer Horwitz, went to Pittsburgh, and Cleveland got Luis Ortiz and 2 other minor league pitchers. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He takes care of Jeffers, 3rd strikeout, no score, middle of inning number 2 from Northeast Ohio.
Cleveland Cliffs, American.
Second inning, we'll be facing Santana, Arias, and Schneemann. Carlos Santana, .216 batting mark, couple of homers, 7 RBIs. Lopez delivering, Santana taking, outside corner curveball, strike one. Lopez came to the Twins for Luis Arraez, made that trade with Miami 2 years ago, pitches wide. This is his third year pitching for the Twins. They got him in January of 2023, and he's been very good for Minnesota. Now the 1-1, and he threw him a changeup that stayed up 2-1. Last year, Lopez, he had a 15-win season. The pitch. Santana sends one high in the air to left, but not deep at all. Kiersey in to make the catch. One down. That'll bring up Gabriel Arias. Lopez went 15-10 a year ago with an ERA just over 4. But for him, that meant 3 straight years of double-digit wins. Gabriel Arias again at short tonight. The pitch to him, and it's off the inside corner of ball. Pablo Lopez comes from a very well-educated family in Venezuela. The 1-0 swung on a weak chopper to short, and it took a wicked hop, and grabbing it up above his head was Correa. Good hands as that ball jumped up on him as he was charging in, 2 down. But Pablo Lopez, both his mom and dad are doctors, and he was accepted into medical school at the age of 16. 2 down for Daniel Schneemann. No score, second inning. The pitch. And it's in there, a strike on a changeup. Looks like he's got a good changeup tonight, and he's throwing it quite a bit. Twins signed him soon after they acquired him from Miami, and they've got him through 2027. The pitch hit high and deep to center, but Buxton will get back in front of the track to make the catch. Cold night, ball not traveling like it would, say, last night at 6 o'clock when it was 70.
Let's see if we can figure out the following.
Clemens at second base leads it off. Left-handed hitter taking a strike. Minnesota bought him from Philadelphia 4 days ago. Clemens hitting 143. Open stance. Not a real big kid, certainly not as big as his dad. Now the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. His dad, Hall of Famer Roger Clemens. Cody is only 6'1", 190. The pitch, and he pops one up foul. This will get out of play behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. His dad, Roger Clemens, was actually born in Dayton and lived in Dayton for a while, and eventually would move to Houston, where he went to high school, and then, of course, like father, like son, they both played at the University of Texas. Now the pitch. Oof. Guess it's outside. I don't know. 2-2. And Roger and Debbie Clemens had 4 sons. The pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate. And, of course, if your dad's one of the all-time strikeout kings, all 4 boys' first name begins with the letter K. Cody, Kobe, Corey, Casey, and Hank. The 2-2. Swing by Clemens and a sky ball. Shallow center field. The shortstop Arias there to grab it. 1 down.
Is that breaking news? They had a 5th?
Yes, they...
Wow.
They just learned of that. No, but Roger was 6'4", about 225, and Cody is 6'1", 190. I don't know that he's that big.
Well, Clemens, boy, that's where that power came from. He was just so strong in the legs and thighs.
Brooks Lee, switch hitter at third, batting left-handed, takes on the outside corner strike. I guess Roger isn't in the Hall of Fame yet, is he? Is that because of the PEDs? Should be. Well, I'm not going down that road. The 0-1, swing and a foul back. The bottom line is hard for all of us to play God, judge, and jury when you want to talk about who did what, who didn't do, and there are plenty of guys in the Hall of Fame that either weren't caught or weren't named in a report. But at the end of the day, Roger Clemens won 354 games. 4,600 strikeouts. That pitch down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, I'm not going to sit here. Everyone's got an opinion. They're all welcome to that opinion. I don't know what the answer is, Rosie.
You're not going to bring that up this summer?
No.
Well, I think what's hard is you look at eras, and that was the era that he was in.
The 1-2. Bullseye, or is it? Nope, little low, 2-2. Yeah, and again, there was a point where some of it wasn't illegal, and then there was some that obviously it was against the rules. But it's one of those debates. It could go on for infinity. Now the 2-2 to Lee outside a full count. Like I said, I have no opinion one way or the other. I just know if you won 354 games, that puts you in pretty select company.
And it's a hard one for the voters because they're asked to make that opinion public every year.
Pitch is high, ball 4. So Brooks Lee with a 1-out walk, no score in the third. Here's Deshaun Kersey. And Kersey is 2 for 27. Now, this guy can really run, but the old adage, you can't steal first base. Batting .074. Kersey, a left-handed hitter in left field. 1 out, 1 on, no score, third inning. Toss over to first, back with a dive is Lee. So, the PED thing and who's allowed in and who's not allowed in, I think someday that could all change, but we'll see. In the meantime, the pitch. down low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Although they'll have to get in on a lot of them on that veterans ballot where they bring them back, because quite a few who probably would have gone in have fallen off the ballot now.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, double play ball to second. Schneemann to second one. Rocchio guns it. No! That tells you how fast Kersey is. Wow. Normally that's a double play ball. He might be as fast as anybody we see. He and Jaron Duran. So Lee is forced at second. 2 down. Kersey's on. We have a Hall of Famer 2 booths down. One of the greatest players in the history of the game, Paul Molitor, who had over 3,300 career hits, batted .306 lifetime. Here's Mickey Gasper, leadoff man. Throw over to first, got off the glove of Santana, rolled into right, but Schneemann, the second baseman, there to retrieve it, and so Kersey stays put. And he's got some opinions, and we'll let him speak for himself. I'm not speaking for Paul Molitor and what we talked about in that regard. And you can see both sides of the argument, for and against. Now the set. Gasper, the switch hitter, batting left-handed, takes a little outside a ball.
So if it's a pitcher facing a hitter and both alleged to have used the performance-enhancing drugs, does that level the playing field? And if that's the era that they're in, I don't know.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a high drive, fairly deep left. Kwan going back. He makes the catch in front of the track. Are you breaking the law if you're going 85 miles an hour down I-90, but you don't get arrested?
Can't get enough baseball? Start streaming MLB Network.
As he gunned down a would-be base runner late in the game, takes ball 1 low and away. Bottom of the 3rd inning. We have a scoreless game again. Naylor checks. Pablo Lopez missing low, 2-0. And we've got a Hyundai Grand Slam giveaway coming up. If the Guardians get a Grand Slam here in the 3rd, Samantha Drum of Brunswick would win the brand new Hyundai. Naylor pops one into the third base seating area, and the count 2-1. You can visit HyundaiGrandSlam.com to enter for your chance to win. Good luck to Samantha Drum of Brunswick in the Hyundai Grand Slam giveaway inning. Bo Naylor batting .185, got his 3rd homer last night, 7 RBIs. Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's in there. Good-looking change, 2-2. Man, he's gone to that changeup a lot. He being Pablo. That changeup has been used 17 times already. Pitch in the dirt. Full count. Lopez rubbing up the baseball. Tomorrow, 1:10 start. Ben Lively against Simeon Woods Richardson. His friends call him SWR. Now the payoff. Swung on, broken bat ball. Hits the bag at first. Caroms up in the air to France. The first baseman flips to Lopez covering. How many times do you see a ball hit a bag, ricochet straight up in the air into the waiting arms of a defender? Normally that ricochets anywhere but to the defender. Naylor out number one. Here's Angel Martinez. Switch hitter in left field. I beg your pardon, in center field, batting .333. He's batting left-handed. Lane Thomas still recovering on the injured list with that bruised wrist. The pitch. Fastball strike. Now, good news is Slade Ciccone, who came in the Josh Naylor trade with Arizona, is on his way to Columbus to begin a rehab stint. The 0-1. Fastball strike. He's had that oblique lap issue. And they won him going out as a starter. We've seen the ball club can't get enough starting pitching depth the last 2 years. So Slade Ciccone back pitching soon for the Clippers. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a slider down and in. Martinez, first strikeout victim. 2 down, third inning, no score. Top of the order, Stephen Kwan. Also, Tristan McKenzie, because he's back with the club, and by that I mean the organization, but will be with the Columbus Clippers. But he hasn't pitched in over a week and a half, so he's going out to Goodyear, the spring training site, to start working his way back as the pitch to Kwan is in there, a strike on a curve. And then you'll see McKenzie go to Columbus, and hopefully Tristan McKenzie can be a part of this before the summer is out. 2 down, no score. Kwan, feet close together, deep in the box, takes a strike on a heater. Marathon knows you fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon will keep you and your team fueled all summer long. Marathon, driven together. No score, 2 down, bases empty, third inning. The pitch. Down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And good time to get those gutters cleaned and stop having to clean them. Get Leaf Guard. Clog-free, maintenance-free gutters. 1-800-LEAF-GUARD today to get a free estimate. Now the next delivery from Pablo Lopez. And Stephen Kwan takes just a whisker outside. The Twins all took a step toward the first base dugout, and Pablo Lopez didn't get the call. 2-2 the count on Stephen Kwan, who is 7 for 15 lifetime against Lopez. The next offering, swung on a chopper, weakly hit to second, charged by Clemens. Boy, he's been busy. Gloves, throws across the body for the out. We go to the fourth, Cleveland, Minnesota. No score on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Good food.
Second baseman Daniel Schneemann makes the catch with the heels on the cut of the outfield grass, maybe. But a simple pop-up, 1 pitch, 1 out, and Ortiz keeping his pitch count in order as the Guardians look for back-to-back starts where their starting pitching can carry them deep into the game. Big night last night for Tanner Bybee. And now Ortiz trying to do the same. Carlos Correa, the batter, and he swings and he chops one to the third baseman. Ramirez, gloves, throws low. Good scoop by Santana in time. Well, Jose might not have had a real good grip on that ball. It looked like that ball just kind of died on him as it made its way over to first base on the throw, but a nice scoop by Santana in time to retire Correa. 2 pitches, 2 outs in the top half of the 4th inning. No score, each team with 1 hit, both teams playing errorless baseball. We had a tight, low-scoring game last night, a 2-1 Guardians win on the Manzardo walk-off. And good pitching on both sides once again here tonight. Here's Trevor Larnach. He has the hit for the Twins. The pitch to him, fastball just missed outside. Larnach singled to open the 2nd inning, but right away was wiped out on a double play. A ground out double play by Ty France, the next batter, and there's a swing and a rip chop foul into the Twins dugout on that first base side. It scattered a few of them. 1-1 the count on Larnach. Former first-round draft pick of the Twins. Left-handed hitter, good power. Ortiz with the 1-1 down low. So the count moves to 2-1 on Larnach with 2 down. Bases empty. Top half of the 4th inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good breaking ball. Another good slider from Luis Ortiz. He's had a beauty from the get-go tonight. Didn't take long for him to establish that in the very first inning. 2-2 the count on Larnach. Here it comes. Swung on, fouled back into the screen. So we'll do it again on 2-2. Guardians and Twins wrap up this series tomorrow afternoon with a 1:10 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 12:35 with a warm-up show. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, popped up foul. Out of play, third base side. We'll do it again on 2-2. Boy, full cloud cover now here in downtown Cleveland after a clear start to the day. Lots of sunshine during batting practice. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up foul again, and back out of play. Almost the same spot, just off to the third base side of home plate. After the game tomorrow, Guardians will fly to Toronto. The Twins to Boston. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball just missed outside. Tried the backdoor slider that time, just missed with it. Payoff pitch coming to Trevor Larnach. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4, and he checked his swing. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeartRadio station.
Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton back with you in downtown Cleveland at Progressive Field. Up to the plate, Ty France, and he takes a pitch low and outside for ball 1. Brian Motze at command center, not too far from here, just up the street. 1-0 the count on France. Here's the pitch to him, and he swings and drills it to deep center. This is hit well. Back on it, Martinez makes the catch midway through the warning track. Side retired. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Guardians and Twins.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio.
bottom half of the fourth inning, and Nolan Jones will lead things off for Cleveland. Pablo Lopez delivers, and it's swung on and missed. Good fastball. That fastball at times has been mid-90s, 95 from Lopez, and he mixes in that good changeup. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, popped him up foul and out of play. Third base side. So it's 0-2 on Jones, who bounced to second his first time up. The only hit for the Guardians belongs to Jose Ramirez, who waits on deck. Here's the 0-2. Just missed low and away. Went with a curve that time. Missed the first series of the season between these two clubs. They'll meet 13 times. Twins don't come back here till August. Guardians will be in Minneapolis next month. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Chase the hard stuff, and Jones is down on strikes. That's the second for Lopez. This reminder from the Cleveland Clinic: early detection of colorectal cancer can save your life. Trust the leading cancer team in Ohio and find a screening location near you. Visit clevelandclinic.org/colonoscopy. Jose Ramirez stands in. Here's the pitch to him. He checks his swing and bounces it foul outside of third, actually over to his own dugout. Ramirez with double number 5 his first time up. Here comes the 0-1 from Lopez. Swung on, a chopper foul into the Twins dugout over on the first base side. Guardians have done a real nice job in their season series past several seasons against Minnesota, winning last year 10 of the 13 games. Here's the 0-1. Down low, 1-1. And really, a lot of those games were contested late in the year last year when the Guardians were looking to put the division away, and the Twins were trying to hang in there, but they had a dreadful finish to slip out of the race and out of the playoff picture. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, and there's a chopper to second. Up with it, the second baseman Clemens, and he throws out Ramirez at first base. 2 up, 2 down for the Guardians in the bottom of the fourth inning of this scoreless ball game. Don't forget, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand with MLB.tv, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. And check out CLE Guardians TV as you get just about every Guardians game on there. Here's Kyle Manzardo. The pitch to him. Down low, ball 1. Manzardo, the hero last night. Stephen Vogt said it's a young team. He had to get something done before midnight so they could all get to bed. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's swung on, popped up foul and into the upper deck over on that third base side. And it's 1-1 on Manzardo, who said he was screaming and hollering so much around the bases with excitement about his home run that he was out of breath when he got to home plate and his teammates were waiting to pummel him. Here's the 1-1 on the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 the count. Fun to have Kyle on the warm-up show tonight, and is really pleased with how things have been going, how he's handled the valleys as well as the peaks, and there have been a lot of those as he leads the team in home runs and runs driven in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Pablo Lopez. Swung on and missed. Dropped by the catcher Jeffers. Throws to first to complete the strikeout. And the side is retired. We head to the fifth. Guardians nothing, Twins nothing.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio.
Jeffers, the right-hand hitting catcher for the Twins, struck out his first time up. One of 3 strikeouts for Ortiz, and there's a swing and a chopper toward the second baseman. High hop handled by Schneemann, who throws him out at first. Daniel Schneemann came up as a shortstop in college and then started playing all over the diamond after Cleveland drafted him, and he started working his way through their minor league system. He's looked really good at second base, and he's playing there a lot lately. Kobe Clemens, the batter. The pitch to him. On the outside corner, strike one. Cody Clemens popped to short his first time up. Guardians and Twins, no score. Game 3 of this series, even up at 1 win apiece. The 0-1. And it's outside and high for a ball, 1-1. 4 games set to get the season series started for these clubs. Here comes the 1-1 from Ortiz. Swing and a miss. We've seen Clemens before. He was with the Tigers a couple of years ago, and then they moved him to the Phillies. And that's where Minnesota picked him up from. Played with Detroit back in 2022, and then the Phillies the past 3 seasons. Here comes the 1-2 from Ortiz. Fastball just missed outside. 95 just off the corner. Now the 2-2 from Ortiz. Outside for a ball, 3-2. Clemens, left-handed batter, open stance. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on, ripped to first. Couple of hops for Santana, who digs it out, takes it to the bag. In time for the out. 2 up, 2 down for Minnesota. And Brooks Lee will bat. When other roofers disappear, Legacy Roofing is there for you. Watertight or Legacy makes it right. Legacy. They stand by their work every time. Call 1-855-GOT-ROOF or visit legacyroofing.com/Guardians. Here's Lee. He walked his first time up, and he swings and misses for strike one. Only 2 hits in this game, 1 for each side, and here we are in the 5th inning. Here comes the 0-1 from Ortiz. Down low. 1-1 the count. Outfield plays it to pull just slightly on Lee. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's on the inside corner for strike 2 call. Mentioned earlier, the Twins lineup peppered with former first-round draft picks, and Brooks Lee's in that category for Minnesota. One and two the count on him. Here's the pitch from Ortiz, and it's swung on and chopped to second. High hop pulled in by Schneemann, who throws on to first for the out. Side retired in order again. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Guardians nothing, and the Twins nothing.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said.
backhand stop by Clemens, who flips onto first for the out. Another fine play by Cody Clemens, the second baseman for the Twins. That's his fifth assist on a ground ball hit in his general vicinity. Gabriel Arias, the batter, bounced to short his first time up. Here comes the pitch from Lopez, and it's swung on and missed. Get you the injury report this half inning, presented by Elk & Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries. Call 1-800-ELK, Ohio. Tom mentioning earlier, Slade Ciccone heading to Columbus to begin a rehab assignment as a starter for the Clippers. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, a tapper foul at home plate. And the count's 0-2, and on the injury front for some players coming back from Tommy John surgery, David Fry has gotten back into some hitting activities with no setbacks, and the anticipation is that he'll be out on a game progression in early May, so not too much longer before David Fry is seeing game action in the minor leagues. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball down low. 1-2 the count. Eric Sabrowski, who was a key down the stretch and into the postseason for the Guardians, a lefty out of the pen. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Arias down on strikes, 2 away on the fourth strikeout for Pablo Lopez as we remain scoreless. But Sabrowski, he's 7 weeks from when he was shut down in spring training and is on a bullpen progression, but had a little soreness earlier this week, so they gave him a short break again, and they'll start building up once again, but that'll set him back a little bit. Here's Daniel Schneemann. The pitch to him. Swing and a miss, strike one. Schneemann fly to center his first time up. On the other side for the Twins. First the 0-1 to Schneemann. Here it is. Strike called on the outside corner. And the count is now 0-2 on Schneemann. Royce Lewis there waiting patiently for him. He's had a hamstring injury that's kept him out since the start of the season now. But he's out on a rehab assignment. They could have him back next week, if not this weekend at Fenway. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Schneemann down on strikes. Side retired in order. We head to the sixth. No score in downtown Cleveland.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt.
And grounding it to the first baseman is Deshaun Kersey. 1 pitch, 1 out. Boy, the way this baby is going, these two starting pitchers could be out there for the distance. Tom Hamilton back with you, along with Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze. Cloudy night, downtown Cleveland. Breeze blowing in. Chilly 49 degrees and no score. Each team 1 hit. 6th inning as it's a first pitch strike from Ortiz to the leadoff man, Mickey Gasper, who's grounded out, flied out. Switch hitting DH, batting left-handed. Talked about him last night. He and James Karinchak played together at Bryant University, and Gasper was Karinchak's catcher. Now the 0-1 pitch, and it bounces away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man, what a ball game. Trevor Larnach, the only hit for the Twins, a single to center in the second. Ortiz, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Cleveland's only hit, Jose Ramirez, double in the first. The pitch, outside, ball 2, 2-1. Pablo Lopez, 5 strikeouts, no walks. And Pablo Lopez, since the Ramirez hit, 13 up, 13 down. Now the 2-1 delivery. Swung on, fouled out of play to the left, 2-2. Now, the one thing about Cleveland, and it's a hard way to go, but they're doing a better job of it than most teams, and that's win games when scoring 3 runs or fewer. Now the pitch. Strike 3 called. Little moonwalk by Malachi Moore as he rings up a disbelieving Mickey Gasper. 4 strikeouts. 2 down here in the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Byron Buxton, who has struck out and popped up. Cleveland this year already with 5 wins when scoring 3 runs or fewer. The pitch, outside a ball to Byron Buxton. The set, the pitch, down and away, ball 2, 2-0. The Minnesota Twins, a ball club that has been scoring over the last week 6 runs a game, being handcuffed tonight. The pitch swung on, banged foul, and that ball is going to kick away down the third base side, 2-1. Well, this is the Luis Ortiz that Cleveland envisioned when they made that trade in December. The pitch, swing and a miss. What a slider. And there's again the difference now in Ortiz tonight and maybe other games. That slider, 85 miles an hour. That's a 10-mile-an-hour separation between his fastball and the slider. If you throw the slider too hard, which at times has gotten Gavin Williams in trouble, then the hitter isn't fooled. Now the 2-2. Swing and a bouncing ball to third, charged by Ramirez. Backhands, gloves, throws, but no chance. My goodness. Byron Buxton is some kind of healthy. He is flying down that line this series, and that's his 3rd hit in the series. It's his 2nd infield hit in this series, and that's the kind of speed we haven't seen from Buxton in recent years. So the Twins have their 2nd hit. A runner on, 2 down, 6th inning, and Buxton 6 for 6 in the stolen base department. He'll edge off as Ortiz to Carlos Correa, and it's up and in, ball 1. When you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster. It's a Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster, always work it like a pro. Now the 1-0. Up and in, and down on his back goes Correa. It wasn't that close, but we're not that far from the Palace Theater, so pretty good performance by Correa. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at first, 2 down. We're in the 6th, no score. A 1:10 game tomorrow, and then on to Toronto and our nation's capital. Now the set. Now the 2-0 delivery. And before it's made, a throw to first. Buxton back with a dive. Luis Ortiz, his longest outing this year has been 6 innings. He made 104 pitches in his start a week ago against the Yankees. He's at 80 pitches now. He delivers, runner goes, pitches a strike, throw is high, off the glove into center. Buxton's up, dashing to third. 2 down. A scoreless ball game in the 6th. A 2-1 count on Carlos Correa. Luis Ortiz from the set position. First base side of the rubber. He's ready. Here it comes. Just a touch outside, 3-1. The pitch. Swing and a foul back right on it. Full count. Well, last night it was a 2-1 Cleveland win in walk-off fashion in the 9th. All 3 runs coming on home runs. What are we in store for here tonight? Scoreless in the 6th. Runner at third, 2 down. Payoff pitch to the Twins shortstop. Bullseye, strike 3. Call. Took a 95-mile-an-hour sinker. 5 strikeouts for Ortiz. Still scoreless off the lakefront. Middle of inning number 6.
Pat Moran here with Window World. You know.
Out his only time up. He'll bat left-handed. Switch hitting center fielder. Lopez, that hybrid windup. Very compact, very brief. And the pitch fouled back. Strike 1, lunging at a changeup. Twins have a pretty darn good rotation. We saw it with Bailey Ober. Chris Paddock was good last night. Lopez brilliant tonight. Now the wind. Now the pitch. High, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You throw Joe Ryan in there, that adds another good arm that we've seen very good against Cleveland in the past.
Lopez kicks, delivers. A swing and a long one. Belted to deep right. Back is Larnach near the wall. He'll play the ricochet off the wall. Larnach got kind of in no man's land. And Martinez doubles off the wall and right, his 4th 2-bagger. Boy, for a moment it looked like we had a 1-0 ball game. And Larnach got turned around 2 different ways, going back on that deep drive to right. Hit it about halfway up the 9-foot wall. So that ends the stretch in which 14 consecutive Cleveland batters were retired. Top of the order, Stephen Kwan, 2 groundouts to second. Go-ahead run at first, 1 down, 6th inning, scoreless game, the pitch. And he went with a curveball strike. Pablo Lopez. From the first base side of the rubber, hands just above the belt. He delivers. And he missed, not by much, just off the outside part of the plate at 94 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike, no score. Runner at second, 1 down. Home half of inning number 6. The next delivery. Swing and a foul to the upper deck. A ball and 2 strikes. Well, the new Toyota RAV4s at your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Best-selling SUV, street-savvy, off-road capable. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Detroit won again. They were victorious over Houston earlier today. So they're 19-12, 2-game lead on Cleveland. Now the 1-2. Swung on, grounded right up the middle, right near second. It's fielded by Correa. Overhand throw to first with Martinez advancing to third, 2 down. Here's Nolan Jones, a ground out and a strikeout. Jones just not able to get hot. He's happy where his swing is, but not getting any results. No time like the present. Lopez with a runner at third, 2 down, no score, 6th inning. He fires, and it's hit foul right by first base coach Sandy Alomar Jr. 30th anniversary of that great 95 Cleveland Indians team that went to the World Series. First time in the playoffs since 1954, and the heart and soul of that club. Now the first base coach for the Guardians. Now the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 0-2. Carlos Baerga, another critical member of that club. Down a few booths doing the broadcast on the Spanish broadcast here tonight. Carlos now lives in Atlanta. Now the 2-strike pitch. High and wide, 1-2. Those 2 guys and Chris James coming from San Diego in the Joe Carter trade. The late, great Hank Peters engineered that trade in the late 80s. Knew he'd take a lot of heat, but knew it was the best thing for the future, and boy, was Hank right. Now the 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Sure looked like it. Yep, he struck out. And that's number 6 for Pablo Lopez. 7th is next. Scoreless from the corner of Carnegie in Ontario. Peter.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager.
to get good starting pitching. Tanner Bybee last night, Luis Ortiz tonight, and another good-looking fastball at 95 miles an hour for strike 2. Larnach has singled and walked. The 6 inning totals, both clubs no runs, 2 hits. 1 error for Cleveland, 3 left for Minnesota, 2 left for Cleveland. Outfield spread out medium deep. Light breeze still blowing in on a chilly night. The pitch high and wide, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 49 degrees here in downtown Cleveland. It was a beautiful summer Monday and Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed it. Now the 1-2. Just missed. A little wide with a changeup. We haven't seen many changeups tonight from Ortiz. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He fires. The pitch swung on, lifted in the air, medium deep left. Stephen Kwan with a routine play. That's out number 1. Here's Ty France, ground out, fly out. You look at Luis Ortiz tonight, and he has been living with his fastball. The 4-seamer, the 2-seamer, and the cutter. Out of the 89 pitches he has made, he has thrown 1 fastball or another 56 times. The rest have been sliders and some changeups. Boy, he's been good. The pitch swung on, whacked toward the right center field. Base hit for Ty France. So that's hit number 3 for Minnesota. That'll bring up the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. 1 out, 1 on. Here comes Stephen Vogt. Cade Smith will be coming on. Longest outing of the year for Luis Ortiz. He is staring at Stephen Vogt like he is seeing a ghost. Ortiz is like, really? I'm coming out? No score, middle of the top of the 7th. 1 out, 1 on. And a nice hand from the fans. Ortiz, boy, you don't see this much anymore. Ortiz takes the cap off, waves to the fans as he thanks them back after a brilliant effort by Luis Ortiz. No score, we're in the 7th. We'll be back.
At Cleveland Clip.
It's a great... Scoreless inning last night. Mid-90s fastball, splitter, and the slider. Catcher Ryan Jeffers 0 for 2 at the plate. The pitch to him, top of the zone strike. Cade Smith is making appearance, number 16. 3 saves, ERA 120. 19 strikeouts, 15 innings. The pitch waved at, good split. And the count 0-2. Now the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a foul tip. Oh, man, what a split finger. The bottom is just tumbling out of that thing. In and out of the glove of Bo Naylor and the foul tip. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up and in, swing and a miss on the heat. He had him looking low and looking down in the zone for the split. And then Jeffers couldn't keep from chasing the high heat up and in. 2 down. Here's Cody Clemens, pop-up ground up. Clemens had a really good career at the University of Texas. 3rd-round pick by the Tigers 7 years ago. He fouls one upstairs, strike one. Well, Everstream is Cleveland's business-only fiber network. It's got reliable connectivity your business deserves. Fiber, internet, Ethernet, or more. Faster fiber, better business. That's Everstream. Pitch is wide, 1-1 the count. Cody Clemens has had a good game at second. He's had 6 ground balls hit to him at second tonight. He's been flawless. He had 3 in the first inning. Now the 1-1. Swing and a foul. Goes to the netting behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sparse crowd, but you would expect that on this kind of a night. High school football right around the corner. Now the 1-2 delivery. Down low, a split 2-2. I know one place a lot of folks are probably gathered and going, what cold weather? That's that incredible Lexus Carnegie Club behind home plate. Wow, what a place. New this year to the ballpark with the renovations. The 2-2, swung on, chopped foul first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on, no score, 7th inning. There have been so many great enhancements to this gem of a ballpark. Hope you can check them all out this coming summer. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Got Clemens. Cade Smith does what it seems like he does every time he comes in. Rises to the occasion as it's stretch time at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Scoreless ball game. Cleveland and Minnesota. Inning, the pitch to Ramirez, down and in, a ball. Pablo Lopez, 77 pitches, 6 scoreless innings, 2 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts, no walks. The pitch to Jose, who's doubled and grounded out. And Ramirez A swing and a pop-up into the seats off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. Danny Coulombe and Brock Stewart warming in the Twins pen. Hunter Gaddis in the Cleveland pen. Now the 1-1. Swung on, line drive, base hit, right field. Ramirez 2 for 3. Cleveland has its 3rd hit. We'll see how long Rocco Baldelli sticks with his ace. Here comes Kyle Manzardo, ground out, strikeout. The bullpens here at the renovated Progressive Field are beyond the wall in right center. Cleveland's the front bullpen. The Twins behind Cleveland's and elevated somewhat. Now the set. Now the pitch. And it's a little bit low, a curve. Ball 1.
15,523. 15523.
Lopez is ready. Fires to first. Ramirez back with a dive. I think he was going. Hosey had a pretty big lead, and the thing about Hosey, he doesn't steal a base unless it's important. He has 248 career steals, 5 this year. He's got a good lead. The pitch, there he goes. Pitch is taking a strike, no throw. Jeffers could not get a grip on the baseball. There's number 249 for Jose Ramirez. And now you've got the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out. The smartest player in the game, Jose Ramirez, once again, steals a base when it matters. Now a 1-1 count on Manzardo. Lopez is ready. The pitch. A swing and a fly ball, pretty well hit to left. Kersey going back toward the line, dives, and he made an incredible catch in the left field corner. Oh, my goodness. Kersey says to Byron Buxton, I'll top what you did last night. A sensational running, diving catch headed toward the left field corner, and he took an RBI double away from Kyle Manzardo. Wow, have we seen back-to-back incredible games here in Cleveland. Now Carlos Santana. One down, that runner still at second. Santana batting left-handed, 0 for 2. The pitch, a swing and a miss on a changeup. My goodness. A game-saving play by Kersey. No score, 7th inning, runner at second, 1 down. Here's the next offering. Went changeup again, low and away, 1-1 the count. Lopez, pitch number 86 as he checks second and fires. A swing and a foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Santana. Outfield, medium deep, straight up. Now the 1-2. And Santana takes just a little bit low. Jeffers held the pose. That should have been strike 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at second. No score, 7th inning. Lopez is ready. Here it comes. A swing and a foul pull to the right. We'll do it again at 2-2. 15,523, the paid attendance. The pitch, down and in, check swing, full count. Good at bat here. Lopez may be near the end. He's about to make his 90th pitch. So far this year, he's gone 7 innings once. He's made 101 pitches, the most in any outing. But these are all high-leverage pitches. He fires a swing and a cue shot off the third base side of the mound. Grabbed, throw by Lopez, skips down the right field line. Here comes Hosey. Throw to the plate. He slides in with a go-ahead run. Lopez tried to make the sensational play. A cue shot off the end of the bat of Santana. Third base side of the mound. He barehanded it, fired with no chance to get Santana. And he short-hopped Franz at first, ball then skipped down the right field line and foul ground. By the time Clemens retrieved and threw to the plate, Jose Ramirez had scored, and the Guardians have a 1-0 lead. And out to the mound is the manager, Rocco Baldelli. And he will take the ball from Lopez, who just pitched his heart out, as did Luis Ortiz. That'll be a base hit for Santana.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager.
We saw him last night. Brock Stewart is coming on to pitch again for the Minnesota Twins. It's a 1-0 Cleveland lead. Stewart won a scoreless inning last night. So Jose Ramirez singled, but the key play in this inning was the steal of second by Jose Ramirez. Here's Gabriel Arias, 1 out, 1 on, and he takes on the inside corner. If Jose doesn't steal second, then he's not able to score on what ends up being about a 30-foot single for Carlos Santana, plus the throwing error. Stewart's got the set. The runner goes. Pitch taking a strike. Throw to second, and it hit him. It hit Stewart. Ricochets to the shortstop, Correa. Oh, my. When have you ever seen that? Santana got a great jump to steal a second base. Jeffers was never going to be able to throw him out, and his throw hit Brock Stewart on the arm. And no one feels worse than the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. The ball ricocheted off the arm of Stewart to the shortstop, Carlos Correa. And Jeffers' throw got him in the back of the left arm near the elbow area. Now, fortunately, Stewart throws right-handed. Rosie, I can't remember when I've ever seen that in a big league game.
Not at all. I saw it once during the throwdown at the end of warm-ups before the start of an inning, but never on a key play like this when game action's going on. He's so fortunate that it hit his non-throwing arm. It's going to hurt, but he's okay to stay in.
The thing, too, Stewart was actually down in a crouch with his back to home plate, and Jeffers still drilled him. Now the 0-2 pitch to Arias with a big run out at second. And he checks on a pitch that kicks away from Jeffers on to third on the wild pitch of Santana. And now a sac fly, and Cleveland leads baseball in sac flies with 16. That would give Cleveland a 2-0 lead. Cleveland with 16 sac flies, tops in baseball. Minnesota, for instance, has 7. So now the set, the infield in, the pitch, and a little bit low. Twins do not feel like they are getting the strike at the knees this inning, and they may have a good argument. 1-0 Cleveland. Runner at third. 1 down, 7th inning. 2-2 pitch to Arias. Down low, full count. The legs of Ramirez and Santana could potentially be the difference in this game. Unbelievable.
And you had a feeling when Santana swung and it went not far that with Ramirez running, trouble would happen for the Twins.
Stewart, the set at the belt. He's got a mid-90s fastball. The pitch. Down low, he walked him. I wonder if Stewart's rattled a little bit. I mean, his left elbow has to be aching, but he got drilled on the fly near the back of that arm, near the left elbow. And now the Guardians have runners at the corners. There is still only 1 out. Cleveland up 1-0, scoring here in the 7th on what is an unearned run at the moment on a throwing error. And the batter will be Daniel Schneemann. He is 0 for 2. Schneemann does not have a sac fly this year. Infield comes back in. Throw to first, back standing is Arias. Boy, that was closer than it probably should have been. And Sandy Alomar over to say something to Gabby. Outfield, medium, deep, straight away. Infield in. Santana at third, Arias at first. 1-0 Cleveland. The set and delivery. And he showed bunt, pitch down and in. 1-0. Cleveland, the very best in baseball at running that safety squeeze play. Different than a suicide squeeze. Let's see what Schneemann is doing now. 1-0 the count. The pitch. He squares. He wanted to bunt. It was down and in. 2-0. Now on the safety squeeze, the runner at third, Santana, will break for the plate when he sees the bunt go down toward the ground. Now the 2-0 pitch. Runner at first goes, pitch swung on and missed. No throw to second. A steal by Arias, his second. And the third steal this inning for Cleveland. So the little things that Cleveland specialized a year ago in winning the division, bringing that back here again here tonight. Second and third, infield in. The 2-1 pitch to Schneemann. And he swings and fouls it upstairs, and the count 2-2. Boy, you've got to be able to get more than 1 run out of this inning. Minnesota, as good as Cleveland's bullpen is, still a very dangerous ball club in the late innings with their bats. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-2. Brock Stewart, he's ready. The payoff, swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball away. A mammoth strikeout by Brock Stewart. He gets Schneemann. It keeps the runners at second and third. Now there are 2 men out for Bo Naylor. Santana at third, Arias at second. Cleveland taking the lead 1-0 here in the 7th. 2 down, infielders obviously dropping back. The pitch to Bo Naylor. A swing and a foul tip, strike 1. Carlos Correa is almost in back of the bag at second. The shortstop takes one more step to his left. He'll be in violation of the new rules for the shift. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Boy, Stewart's got good stuff. 95 miles an hour with that heater. 0-2 the count. Brock Stewart this year in 4 outings still hasn't given up a run. Hurt at the beginning of the year, but plenty healthy now. Here's the 2-strike pitch to Naylor. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the glove of Jeffers. Brock Stewart had missed the first 3 weeks of the season with a strained left hamstring. Speaking of that, Mike Trout left the Angels game tonight with a sore knee. Now the 2-strike pitch. Down and in. Missed with a fastball, 1-2. Guardians at second and third, 2 down. We're in the 7th. Cleveland with a 1-0 lead on what is an unearned run here in the 7th. Now the 1-2. Swung on, ripped foul through the first base coaching box. Bo Naylor with a 1-2 count. Boy, his brother's off to a great start for the Arizona Diamondbacks, talking about Josh. We'll see the Diamondbacks in Phoenix, but not until August, which is exactly the time of the year you want to be in Phoenix. Now the 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. Gotta love the schedule maker. Let's see, Cleveland. April. Let's give them their longest homestand. Phoenix. Yeah, let's send them there in August. Yeah, good idea.
Texas on the same trip.
Okay, now let's go to happy hour. Got that done. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and blasted. High, deep to right. Away, back and gone. Oh, what a couple of nights for Bo Naylor. A majestic 2-out, 3-run homer to right. And Cleveland has a 4-0 lead here in the 7th.
All right, great signs for Naylor last night. The lengthy at-bat before the home run. This time, pitch number 7. Spoiled a couple of 2-strike pitches and bombed one into the lower stands in right.
And Brock Stewart's given up his first runs of the year and probably has taken Minnesota right out of this game. Here's Angel Martinez, 1 for 2 with a double. 4-run 7th, Cleveland up 4-0. Makes all of the runs earned. The pitch, and it's down and in. Pablo Lopez was sensational tonight. His line score doesn't look as good as it was. He went 6 1/3, gives up 2 runs on 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. The 1-0. Swung on, grounded weakly to first, gloved by France. He'll make the play himself. What a 7th inning for Cleveland. They've got a 4-0 lead. We go to the 8th on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Don't
90s fastball, slider, changeup for the Georgia native. He'll work out of the windup to Brooks Lee, batting left-handed. And Lee takes the swing, comes up empty, strike one. Tremendous pitching here tonight, and one big inning for Cleveland, an inning that was sparked by the feet of Ramirez and Santana. The pitch swung on, blasted to deep right field, back toward the wall, leaping, but it is gone. No chance for Nolan Jones, and Brooks Lee with his second home run, and it comes off Hunter Gaddis, breaks up the shutout, 4-1 Cleveland. Think Bo Naylor's bomb looks big now? So that's the first run for the Twins tonight. They only had one run last night. Here's Deshaun Kersey with a great catch last inning that, for the moment, had kept Cleveland off the board. Cade Smith faced two batters tonight, struck them both out. After Luis Ortiz, a tremendous 6 1/3 shutout innings. Now Gaddis kicks, fires, and the pitch in there, a strike. For Hunter Gaddis, first home run he's given up this year, and it's also the first run he's given up in this his 13th outing. He delivers, down and in. Ball 1-1-1.
47, Julian on deck, pitch hit. 47, Julian on deck.
Cleveland with a 4-1 lead. The pitch way outside. Ball 2-2-1. Kersey cuts and misses at a back foot slider. Edward Julian is now the batter instead of Kersey. The pitch, down and in, full count. I wonder if Kersey got hurt or if Rocco Baldelli just feels like Julian's a better option. The pitch, swing and a tapper off the plate. Kersey made that incredible running, diving catch getting toward that left field corner on the cinder. Not sure if he was shaken up or if this just is a case that he feels Julian is a better option offensively. As Kersey's obviously struggled with the bat this year, 2 for 29. Boy, speaking of Twins hitters, one of their longtime infielders, Jorge Polanco, a great start for Seattle. Now the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Julian, the 8th strikeout victim. Jorge Polanco seemingly always had big games against Cleveland. And Polanco this year with Seattle is second in the league in home runs with 9. Is second in the league in RBIs with 25. The pitch up high, a ball, and the Twins are like, huh? Where's that coming from? But Polanco's had good years with Minnesota, but now with Seattle, and boy, do the Mariners need that offense. Gaddis the delivery, and a good-looking changeup. Gasper swings through it, evens the count at 1-1. 4-1 Cleveland. Twins batting 8th inning, 1 out, nobody on. Gasper, the leadoff man, 0 for 3. Tried to hold up, chased one, and he's down in the count, 1-2. Tomorrow, the finale at 1:10, Ben Lively against Simeon Woods Richardson. Gaddis, the bearded one, rocks and fires. And the pitch swung on and missed. Another great change. Gasper is out, number 2. Second strikeout for Gaddis. 9 for Cleveland pitching. Here's Byron Buxton. Well, you're going to win a lot of games when you get the kind of starts Cleveland got last night from Tanner Bybee and tonight from Luis Ortiz, and not putting the burden on this brilliant bullpen. Here's Byron Buxton taking down and away ball one. Of course, this bullpen missing a key piece, and Paul Sewald now out with a strained shoulder, the 1-0. Swung on, drilled to left, but he fouled it and broke his bat. Paul was saying today it felt like when he was pitching, when he made his last pitch for the Guardians, that was in the ball game on Monday night, it felt like somebody stuck a knife in the back of his shoulder. But the good news is, if you want to call it good news, it's a strain. It's not like it's an injury now that needs surgery, but nobody really knows, including Paul, how long he'll be out. New bat for Buxton. 4-1 Cleveland, 8th inning, 2 down. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, does he have the changeup working now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Buxton, who has an infield hit in 3 at-bats. Gaddis, he's ready. Here it comes. The 1-2. He yanked the slider down and away, 2-2. Well, the Guardians are proud to partner with Cleveland Cliffs. That's America's iron and steel leader. You can learn more by visiting cliffsteel.com. 2-2, changeup running in on Buxton, full count. We've got great action on that changeup tonight, talking about Hunter Gaddis. He winds it up, and the payoff pitch. Changeup, and it's yanked foul down the left side by Buxton. Will do it again at 3-2. Again, the payoff. Swing and a miss. Fastball away. Gets Buxton. Twins get on the board, but Gaddis strikes out the side. 4-1 Cleveland. Middle of the 8th on the Cleveland Clinic radio.
Take a hack.
Goes from second to left, and now the new second baseman, Edward Julian. And the new pitcher for the Minnesota Twins as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning is the only left-hander in their bullpen, Danny Coulombe. Not a real big guy, 5'10", 213, fastball, sinker, curve, slider, change. You spell Coulombe's name, Coulombe. Top of the order, Stephen Kwan taking a strike. Coulombe has not given up a run in 12 appearances this year. He sets, and the 0-1. Strike 2. Emmanuel Clase heating up in the Cleveland bullpen. We're in the bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Cleveland. The big bomb by Bo Naylor last inning. 3-run blast to right. Now the pitch just caught the outside corner. Strike 3 called. So Brock Stewart works 2/3 of an inning and is charged with giving up 2 runs on that one hit, the home run. Jackenzie Noel is going to pinch hit for Nolan Jones. Jones was 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. Jackenzie will then stay in the ballgame and play right field. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Coulombe is ready. He delivers, and it's yanked foul to the upper deck down the left field line. And the count 1-1 on Noel. Danny Coulombe, quite a fashion statement. I don't know. Is that a turquoise-colored glove? The pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1-2. Not exactly a part of the Twins' color scheme.
I think you nailed it. Turquoise, looks like.
Well, if you haven't given up a run, you can go out there with a pink polka dot glove and everyone will say, now that guy's got style. The 1-2. Swung on, chopped foul. Third base side will do it again. Let's see. Old Megan. I shouldn't say old Megan. Young Megan. Megan Ganser. Part of this Cleveland Guardians family, telling us about the chess club today. Hosting John Hay and Cleveland School of the Arts. The pitch again, banged foul, third base side, 1-2. Stephen Kwan, Tanner Bybee, Bo Naylor, Nolan Jones, all taking part. Megan says whenever they play chess, Bo hits a homer. They better start playing every day. Pitch down in the dirt, 2-2. One of the kids today had told Bo that he taps his wrist and points at his watch when he hits a home run, and that's what Bo Naylor did on his 3-run home run. Kind of a tip of the cap to the young man. Fastball swung on and missed. That's pretty neat. Can you imagine these kids from John Hay High School and the Cleveland School of Arts getting a chance to play chess with Major League Baseball players, and then one of them telling Bo Naylor his home run celebration, and Bo mimicked it tonight on that 3-run bomb last inning. Thank you, Megan. Jose Ramirez takes inside a ball, switch hitter batting right-handed. He got the 4-run rally started with a base hit, stole second, and scored on a 30-foot single and a throwing error. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Some way, somehow, Hosey is either always in the middle of a big inning or the start of a big inning. The heart and soul of this ball club. The pitch to Ramirez. Curveball down and in. Ball 2, 2-1. 4-1 Cleveland. Base is empty. 2 down. Bottom of the 8th. Emmanuel Clase will face the heart of the Twins lineup. Correa, Larnach, Franz in the ninth. The pitch, swing and a foul at the plate. 2-2. Coulomb is ready. Here's the 2-2. Off the glove of Jeffers to the backstop. Full count now. Ramirez 2 for 3 tonight. Double, single, steal, and a run scored. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball in on the thumbs. Coulomb strikes out the side. Emmanuel Clase time. Cleveland with a 4-1 lead over Minnesota. We go to the ninth on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network. Jose Ramirez manufacturing a run for Cleveland in the seventh, and then later a 2-out, 3-run homer to right by Bo Naylor, who's having a heck of a series against the Twins. John Kenzie Noel stays in right. Carlos Correa has struck out twice and grounded out. And here we are again, Cleveland trying to win another white knuckler against a team that came in here red hot. Minnesota had won 6 out of their last 7 before last night. Now the pitch to Correa. And it's in there, a strike. There's the difference. The cutter on the inside corner to the right-handed batter at 98 miles an hour. Now Correa's got to look to both sides of the plate. He can't just look middle away and go that way. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Cutter in on him. 0-2. Now this is the Emmanuel Clase we saw last year. Nothing wrong with him, but again, nothing is ever as easy as Clase made it look a year ago. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away, yanked the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And sometimes that time off, it can be beneficial just to get away from it for a little bit.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fly foul down the right side, jammed him again. Well, the pitching folks working with Clase on his delivery and his mechanics. He was opening up, falling off to the first base side of the mound, and now they've got him more directional to home plate, and he's lights out again. The 1-2 to Correa. Got him swinging on a great slider. That is 11 strikeouts for Cleveland pitching tonight. Luis Ortiz started. He went 6 1/3 shutout innings with 5 strikeouts. Cade Smith faced 2 batters, punched them both out. Hunter Gaddis struck out the side in his 1 inning. Now Clase facing Trevor Larnach, 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and the pitch downstairs, ball 1. Four runs, 5 hits Cleveland. 1 run, 4 hits Minnesota. 9th inning. The pitch. Swung on, ripped up the middle, base hit center field. So Larnach is aboard, and that's the 5th Minnesota hit. 2nd for Larnach. Here's Ty France. 1 for 3 with a single. 1 out, 1 on. Outfield playing France as if he were a left-handed pull hitter. Way over toward right. Right-handed batter, wide open stance. The pitch, swing and a miss, good slider. And that slider was 88 miles per hour. That's what Cleveland would like from Clase. Just a little off the slider. Doesn't need to be low 90s. Upper 80s is perfect. The pitch, swing and a miss. There it was again. 89-mile-an-hour slider in the dirt. Otherwise, if the slider's in the low 90s, it kind of morphs into a poor man's cutter, and then hard for him to maybe keep the hitter more off balance. Now the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go on the slider away? I guess not. On the appeal at first, Andy Fletcher able to hear what the fans here think. And, oh my goodness, just saw a replay of it. So Andy Fletcher will have an eye appointment early tomorrow morning to be able to get back here for the 1:10 start. Now the 1-2, just a bit outside, 2-2. I mean, that check swing on the replay, it wasn't even debatable. If France had made contact, he'd had a double in the right field corner. The pitch, swung on, sliced foul, upper deck, first base side. I don't know how you miss these calls in the 9th inning. But it's happening with greater frequency. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He went around. That time he rung him up. He didn't go around as much on that pitch as... Yeah, never mind. Whatever. 2 down. 2 strikeouts for Clase. Ryan Jeffers, the last Minnesota hope. He's 0 for 3. 2 out, runner on. 4-1 Cleveland, 9th inning. The pitch, swung on, line drive. That'll get down, a base hit into center field. Hitting second, motoring to third is Larnach. And Jeffers got a 100-mile-an-hour cutter and lined a single to center. And the Twins bring the tying run to the plate in Cody Clemens, who is not a home run hitter. Clemens, a left-handed bat. The only people left on the Twins bench are all right-handed hitters. So Clemens gets to bat with Twins at the corners. 2 down in the 9th. 4-1 Cleveland. Emmanuel Clase trying to get that 5th save. Lets it fly, and it's swung on, foul to the right. Strike 1. Jammed him with the cutter. Clase, high hold, look at third. Runner at first goes. Pitch is called high. 1-1. Jeffers to second on indifference. Second and third now with 2 down. The pitch, bullseye. And the count, 1-2 strikes. Twins down to their last strike. 4-1 Cleveland. Twins at second and third, 2 down in the ninth. Cleveland must win to stay a game and a half in back of Detroit, which beat Houston earlier. The 1-2. Bounced it all the way to the backstop. In to score is Larnach. To third on the wild pitch is Jeffers, and it's a 4-2 ball game. So runner at third, 2 down, 4-2 Cleveland, and the 2-2 to Clemens. Swing and a miss, ball game. Clase strikes out the side, save number 5, and Cleveland with another white knuckler win beats Minnesota 4-2.
Hi, Pat Moran here with Window World.